hello everybody, and thank you for such a great discussion so far. I've really enjoyed all the points in the excellent discussion so far. I think in terms of researchers and dental educators, we're actually ideally placed, and members here and everybody on this call and your colleagues are really ideally placed to contribute to this discussion and to improve the communications around COVID and dental health and dental education. I think the first one there, as you can see, I mean, these things are sort of obvious and maybe have been touched on a bit before, but probably the most important thing that we can do is to promote reliable sources of information. And this is something as academics and as educators we are good at. We have learned how to sift out what is good, reliable sources of information versus less reliable sources of information. And it's really helpful to our colleagues, our students, and indeed to the public for us to keep reinforcing to people and pointing out, you know, what are the good journal articles, what are the good sources of guidance out there, and to keep reinforcing those and to downplay the less reliable sources of information, because there often is a great difference between them. And we know that people get very anxious when they hear conflicting or different points of view on something. I think as well, even if you haven't been, maybe now is the time to become a social media warrior, and we could all take lessons from Paola Vassallo there. She's certainly could teach us all something. And I don't mean in any way to get, you know, antagonistic or to become argumentative or to get embroiled in disputes online, but it's an ideal way to highlight something quickly and to counteract poor information. So for example, if you in your dental school, you come across a really good document that's come out from your national guidance, get on social media and share it with people. It's a rapid way of disseminating that. Get on social media about an article that you've read that's really helpful, that helps to illuminate something, or about anxiety, or about how just to get through and build that resilience and to get through another day. When I say maintaining scientific standards in COVID research, a lot of people involved in research now, they're seeing research come through for rapid publication, for rapid review about COVID, and that's good. We do need more data, and Dr. Landy highlighted that as well. We have a great lack of data, but just let's make sure that in our rush to get things out there, we're still maintaining good scientific standards, because in the end of the day, it doesn't really do anyone any good to have poor quality information out there in the public domain. It only causes more confusion and more difficulty later on. And then finally, I think a point, again, Paola mentioned, advocate for focus on oral health. Often we as academics are the ones who are called upon by government bodies and health bodies to help advise them about public health, or about, be it AGPs or PPE or whatever, in a dental clinical situation, or to do with patients or patient welfare. But all too often, the dental or oral health point of view is way down the list of priorities. And I think there's a role for each and every one of us, even if we're not asked, to approach our health authorities and to approach journals and to approach organizations we're involved with, and make sure that the oral health point of view is taken into account when they publish information or guidelines or research. So that's a very concrete thing that I think each and every one of us is able to do. Thank you.